Alright, hey guys, I'm back. Just wanted to make a quick update to that Fairy Tale deck profile I made before and discussion about it to introduce a little bit of something else that was brought to my attention by a person that is in the Discord, the Magistus Discord. And I want to share it with you guys because it really brings the deck theory and the possibilities for Magistus even like a step forward, especially in Fairy Tale, especially if you're running cards like Regulus, which is there's a good way to abuse Summon Sorcerer in this deck thanks to Charmers in Profusion and the Fairy Tale monsters to like be able to tutor any caster in your deck without having to play into Nibiru with the weird line that people like to use, which is like the Zora invoked Omega. I find it weird. I find it like too greedy. But this line is already after you like set up your board. It's a step further you can go with the Magistus Fairy Tale deck. And just in general, it's like a very interesting way to take the deck going forward because it gives the deck so many options. There basically can bring out any caster from the deck due to Summon Sorcerer's effect. But obviously we want to go with cards that have like a good effect. So I have two options here, which is Gendo and Medium. So Medium is one spell trap card each turn, so this can shut down decks that spam spell cards. Like if you're playing into a board that is like Rush You Ace, obviously like Medium of the Icebreakers is really good. Gendo is the card I've been maining while I'm testing this version of the deck because Gendo just makes it so monsters that are in attack position can't activate their effects. So going into established boards, if you draw Gendo with Empire or Gendo with like Regulus, you can really just shut down an opponent's board without having to do much work because they usually summon them in attack. Yeah, the end board can also get to Gendo. I'm going to show the combo line for that. But all this to say, like, being able to tutor any card from deck is really going to be strong and good to know if you're playing Fairy Tale Magistus or if you're playing like Magistus in the future. Like it's really cool. So thank you for the person that showed me this. Obviously it's still in the testing phase. I'm mostly just showing this because this is a new update to the list that, I mean, I'll be honest, it's what I find like really interesting. And I don't like gatekeeping information to the people who play this deck. We like to support Magistus players here, so obviously I'm just doing the normal line. Basically everything's the same until you get to the end board. And this is specifically the combo line, obviously, when you're playing Fairy Tale Magistus. It's the list I've been testing, obviously, in Omega ladder. No, not ladder, but casual. So it's not like necessarily been tested against like the meta, but it's been good. I've been playing against a lot of different things, and the deck feels like a very powerful version of Magistus is the way I describe it. So, just like going through the normal lines. I guess one inherent problem with this combo though is we don't set up as much follow-up as the original line I'm set up because we don't get spent in the graveyard. But I'll show everything when we get there. So everything from here is just a normal really on a start. Obviously if you have Vere, then it's very similar. Regulus, sorry. Or Empire, all of this is a very similar line. Not much is going to change between them. I should start to try out like the Fairy Tale start lines. I don't know if it can get here. I mean, I still have Endymion, so imagine it's still going to be the same combos I saw before for that. Anyway, so here we go. Now we're at this point in the combo. Instead of going ahead and fusing right away with Tales of Fairy Tale, instead we make Summon Sorcerer because we have a Luna in hand that we searched. Now, hopefully in the future this is no, because I love to have to know, back. But now you can make Summon Sorcerer, summon the Luna to the opponent's field, and now you can tutor any caster from your deck. So, anything you want to go, any other combo you want to go into. I don't know, like summon, what's this? Summoner Monk is if you want to play like go into that weird combo. But the point is like this is just something to be aware of, right? Now Profusion, we can go. I guess first you want to use the Master Lily. Target the Luna. It doesn't actually target it. It just changes the name and then make the Omni negate before you go any further. Now you can bull wipe. You should summon this in defense. That's a misclick. Summon that in defense because you can't activate it if Gendo's on the field. And now Gendo and then Luna. And now we don't have to use Mechabo. Now we have a Floodgate monster effects that your opponent can't activate unless they're in defense. So their normal summoning can't activate. Everything has to be in defense, and it can't be super polyed away because of 4 Charmers. So it's harder to out. Can't be targeted by Imperm. Harder to out. Yeah, it's just standard board. It's like 1, 2. Still the I think like 5 interruptions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then technically 5 there. But obviously we don't get a race that one. This Loin. We don't get Mechaba. So I guess this is technically a little bit worse until like evenly like double evenly matched. Again, like you need a Chronicle in defense, but the idea is important, right? The important thing is imagine we can tutor any card from the deck without having to really worry about like playing into Nibiru due to 4 Charmers. I expected this card to be way worse than actually it seems like it's gonna end up being. For Magistus or in general, like this card is good, like crazy when it comes to like any Yu-Gi-Oh deck, but I don't know. I didn't think we would have much of a place for it in Magistus whenever it came out. And obviously, like Gendo medium, Gendo is really cool going second too. As I said, like Empire into Gendo, you basically lock out any cards that's in attack position because you can. You search Vere summon defense, everything can be summoned defense until you get to Chronicler, summon Chronicler in defense, board wipe your opponent after you probably would do Weaver first, so not just a field spell. Weaver to summon out Luna, and then Weaver effect to negate one of their cards, then re-equip the equip spell because you searched it with Matchley, and then board wipe the opponent, so now they have no interruptions. And then you go ahead and try to kill from there. But that's what like comes up if I have Gendo in Empire, but it's just like I'm yapping for the sake of just like it's very cool. I recommend trying it out, and have a good day, guys. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.